Welcome, everyone. Let's begin. For Lucy and Gael, it has been a dire several weeks. After finding themselves in the employ of Vergent City, capital of the empire which rules Cadlia's police department, they were captured by Vergent Inquisitors in association with a crime scene which they were, of their own accord, investigating. For whatever reason, this led to the outcome of banishment, exile to the north in the desertous Badlands. An exile which led to the formation of a revolution of fellow exiles and a breach of the wall which borders the Empire and the Wastes. That revolution has claimed the Shali province in the north of the continent, and as of now, has set its sights on the rest of the Empire at large. But for the two of you, your path with them concludes as you return to what may be considerable as a home in Virgin City. Riding upon cart through the North Gate, you return to this place which has been a base of operation and a place of interment and freedom. At this time, you, along with several orcs, an old man from the city, and a great winged devil, presently transformed into the image of a winged cat, come through those gates. And I would ask immediately, do you have a destination in mind in the city?
Instantly, my gang, Lucy's gang, comes to mind in the Common District.
Okay.
So Lucy is very, very, and I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, the granddaughter, Adav's granddaughter, Anushka is also in the Common District. I think.
I don't actually recall if I ever distinctly stated, but they would be in the Common or the Middle District.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it just kind of makes sense considering how they have, like, a bakery, I think.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, just cool to follow.
Okay. Your cart sails through the north gate of the city. As it approaches the city guards, one of them steps forward and says, "Well, I would know your business coming in with such a cart full of passengers, please."
Lucy would pipe up and say, "Oh, we're merely coming to see friends and family in the case of some of us, and possibly setting up temporary business here. You know, see what fortunes provide."
All right. Would you consider that persuasion or deception, Victor?
I think it is enough of the truth to be a persuasion.
Roll it. John.
Yeah, I don't think it's actually lying.
John, what did you have?
I was just gonna say, do we have our normal faces? Did we choose to change them on our way in? I was
Good
just
question.
wondering.
I think it'd behoove us to be disguised, at least initially.
Sounds like a plan.
Because we did work with the Virgin Police for a while, so
yeah,
You would probably recognize that.
so let's just say
some of them might recognize
sans the cultists' robes.
Yeah.
I mean, we can also take some. I mean, not to make it complicated, but we could have some random people from the villages above that we were at.
Oh, absolutely. The
Yeah.
folks you acquired this cart from, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
But nonetheless, your faces are concealed in this time, as you roll a 22 on persuasion, and the city guard will say, "All right, right on through. Come on, come on." You can crack the whips of the cart, and the horse will guide you along through as the guards give a very perplexed gaze at the cargo of your cart, particularly the two very tribal orcs who are. One of them kind of nudges the other, says, "Imagine sieging this place. It would be glorious." The other says, "Ah, yes. The walls would be caked in the blood of our tribesmen. It would be a great day, but probably the end of our days." They continue their fantasizing about dying in battle.
Yeah.
Your first destination, then, is to be the Commons District, wherein Carnival Row and Lucy's gang are, or the Middle District, wherein the Sawant Bakery and several other points of interest exist. Adav would definitely assert, "Take me home." But if you wish
Get
to
me out of here.
prioritize, if you wish to prioritize your own pursuits, you absolutely can do so.
I mean, I feel like Arav has been nice. Let's
Yeah.
relieve him of us
I'm-
for now. For now.
But you're great and all. Get out.
you want to kick him out?
No, we'll drop him off. We'll drop him off first.
Okay. So we will to the bakery first in that case. Which brings us to here. Entering through a set of stairs, your noses are immediately filled with the scent of baking bread. A sign on the door, as now would probably be an early morning, labels closed, opening soon, which Adav immediately just plows right through, of course. It's his home, after all. And as he ascends this small stairway into the bakery, he says, "I'm back." And the man behind the desk looks up in shock and says, "Baba! Oh, Baba!" and rushes forward and embraces his father in a hug. He says, yes, all is well." And the younger man calls up, says, "Oh my goodness, he's back!" And I'm checking here we are. "Kadisha, he's home! He's home! Adav is back!" And immediately coming rushing out of the back room is another woman who says, "Oh my gosh, are you okay? What? There's sand all over your robes. What form is this? Anu, come! Your grandfather's home!" Would either of you want to do anything while this family reunion is occurring? Or just watch quietly?
Lucy might have picked up a piece of bread and
Oh
started
my god, I was
eating.
thinking the same thing.
You're both just like, bread.
Share a loaf. Just
Yeah.
watch. I mean, I guess we can ditch.
Make a
I mean,
sleight of
let's see
hand
if there's
check.
something comes up.
Make a sleight of hand check
I
to
don't
take
think we
bread.
can just light it.
Oh, you're just gonna take it?
I
Okay.
think we're just gonna take
Okay.
it, honestly.
As you-
We're
as
just
you
gonna
reach
just
for the
start
bread,
eating.
Immediately, Kadisha Savant ends her sort of pampering of her father-in-law and says, "Hands off! You pay first."
I just toss a coin and just start eating.
And Adav says,
like a gold.
Adav says, "They can take whatever they want. So long as it's not too much. Don't take too much." He says, "I'm going to go lay down." And says, "Of course, let's go." And they start to make their way into the back of the establishment, and the daughter-in-law here has her hands on her hips and is watching you eating the bread with a overseen stare. Anushka, who you recognize, comes out from the back and says, "Oh, hi, it's great to see you. Are you all right? Did you escape the Badlands?"
It's yes, we're all right. Absolutely famished. This is the first real piece of bread we've had in, gods know how long. As for the Badlands, less escaped the Badlands, more invaded the Empire. That sounds about right. It's like, ooh,
little
is
invasion,
that...
little wall being drawn down.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, is that a baguette? It's just
little coup d'etat, and now we're here.
Well, Anu will say, well, you always were enterprising men. I guess an invasion should be no surprise. Here, I have something for you. It's best, she kind of side-eyes her mother. It's probably best we don't discuss here, and she hands you to either one of you, a rolled-up letter, scroll as it were, and says, you might be interested in this information. I've done a bit of looking, as I do. Anyway,
gifts.
It's nice to see you, and enjoy the bread.
By the way, your uncle is kind of badass.
Grandfather.
He is amazing. And her mother says, enjoy it, but not too much. And Anu says, Mom, come on, they've just been in a revolution? Yeah, an invasion? Yeah.
We literally saved your grandfather. Your father.
And the woman will say, all right, you can enjoy it today. And makes her way back around the counter.
Is Anushka trying to get us to read this right now? I assume not.
She's not, and
so
she will in fact
we would
say,
want to leave.
Yeah, she'll in fact say, it was nice to see you, but I actually have some notes I'm reviewing on another one of my little cases, so best to you.
Mm-hmm. To you as well, dear.
So, as you exit the space, let me give you your information. Where are our notes? Here we go. And Victor, why don't you read this out for us?
Okay. In a fine handwritten script is the following. To those that may concern, observation of the Cadmire Manor displays frequent activity. Based on the age and varied sorts of visitors, I conclude these must be more than mere family members. At night, upon weekends, I can hear chanting in an unfamiliar dark language emanating from the basement. The manor is well guarded, and I am no mage, so I have decided against further investigation. I am certain something very amiss is occurring within. My gut is twisted whenever I am near that house. A.S.
Which are Anushka's initials.
Yeah. Anushka Sawat.
And this is a report on the residence of Walden Cadmire, whom... Why don't you each make a history check?
History check. I don't know anything about history.
Ooh.
Oh wow, that was a 0.
17.
Like, really nice roll.
Gael, you overheard some chatter which randomly stuck with you at one point regarding the fact that Walden Cadmire, whose name you may have encountered in the notes you discovered within the manor which you raided during your last time in the city, Walden Cadmire was a high baron who actually had a military position amongst the empire here, and so had a decent amount of influence when last you heard. His name was written in this note to Grace DeLune, the woman whose manor you raided.
Right.
Regarding...
Is she the one that like
some sort of
escaped?
conspiracy.
We were like,
She did not escape. She was incapacitated, along with yourselves.
Yeah, she was the one that was trying to marry the devil general.
Right.
but she's not the one that was on that like one show when we like failed miserably at stopping.
She was. It's the same.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, with that done, your cart is presently in the middle district. The tavern is present here. The police station, if you want to say hi. Would you like to stop by either of those places now? You can always return later if you'd like to. Or head over to Commons District where you have more connections.
I think
can you
Lucy
guys hear
wants
my
to.
cat's loud purring.
Can't hear it at all.
Good. Okay.
Lucy wants to
I
go
think
see the gang.
Yeah, Lucy wants to see the gang.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fabulous. Let's get to it then. We are going to make our way there.
Making our
and
way
as we
downtown,
do,
going fast, see the
let's
king
get
at
this
last.
on.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Lucy, you guide Gael, yourself, and your two new orcish recruits into this space, which is the base of operations for your gang. Entering within it, you can immediately hear bustle and chatter. Things are very active within this space. And you can right away see your two sort of second and third in command of the gang, that being Julia and Jarvis, whom, upon your entrance, Julia immediately notices you and says, "Lucy!" and rushes up towards you. Jarvis kind of slowly rising. Julia attempts to give you a hug immediately.
Aw, absolutely give her a hug.
So say, are you all right? We barely heard anything about what happened to you. We heard something about you being carted off to the north?
Oh dear. It's a long story. One that is better told after some drinks, after some entertainment, and maybe some rest. But yes, all in due time I will regale you of the tales that I have accumulated in this short amount of time. Oh, and also new recruits. And we'll then introduce Gale and the two orcs.
The orcs will say, "I am Gagok," and the other says, "I am Pazok." And they say, "We are of the Vaji clan. Our clan is in disarray, and so we have come here." And
For some
Jarvis
reason,
will kind of note these names down and say, "We're really scraping the bottom of the barrel, aren't we, boss?"
they are much like, just give them time, you'll see how cute they are. Like, they really are just adorable. I swear.
"Cute," one of the orcs says. "I am mighty."
Oh yes, you are.
And Julia will give a little chuckle to this. She'll say,
Gael's also gonna chuckle and be like, Gael and Lucy likes to take in strays.
Yeah.
And Jarvis will say, "Unfortunately, boss, we have some bad news as well.
Uh-oh, are we in debt again?
Not quite. And it's at this time that you notice that while there are a number of your former sort of hired hand associates, thugs as they sort of can be, there are also some hooded and masked figures whom are not your usual sort, which are watching over the space. And looking up to your throne as it stands, you can see a face that you recognize as well as one which you do not. Also entering this space, you can see an elven figure whom you have never seen before. It makes his way towards the risen space. You may approach as you see fit.
Are they sitting in my chair?
No one is
or
sitting
just-
in the chair right now.
Right
Okay.
now.
Yeah. Alright. They're not sitting in my chair. That's great.
Julia will fill you in on detail, though. Say, boss, once you left, business boomed. Things were really good. We secured a fantastic contract. Honestly, we renegotiated for a better contract than the one you did with a friend over there. That's Mr. Paris Thelrun. Been moving various goods, not just crystals, from him, and turning the biggest profits we've ever seen. We got noticed. The man you see over there is a representative of the Hand. You know the Hand to be the largest criminal syndicate on the continent, and you have long eluded their gaze by being small enough not to matter to them.
Right. Oh, dears. Oh.
Let's take them down. Let's take them. Sorry.
Oh, babies, I love you too, but why did you have to be so good at what you do? I tried really hard to prevent this.
And Jarvis
I'm
was
really
saying,
disappointed at your excellence.
I apologize. I thought that perhaps this newfound success would be an asset we could leverage, but unfortunately they just kind of came in and took charge. We're still in control of things, at least in name, but the shots are called by that man up there, Rodrigo.
Okay, is there a contract, or did they just take over by force?
They have served us several papers, but we haven't signed anything. They haven't forced us to sign anything, but they certainly have been clear in their implications that their word is our law.
Alright. There is some wiggle room to negotiate at
Julia
least.
will say, we've been able to claim the fact that we're not actually the ones in charge of this gang, and our signatures wouldn't actually sign over any ownership, so they wouldn't matter.
Okay, well,
But now you're here.
now I'm
Lucky
here.
you came with a different face, though.
Yeah.
The man I caught on. They do look dumb.
So, okay, well, let's meet our newfound partners, shall we? Oh, what is, what is it? What's his take on things? The one with the cat, the one that we used to owe money to.
What's his take on things?
Yeah, like what's his relationship with the Hand and us?
He's happy. Money is flowing, and things are discreet.
Right. Okay, so as long as that maintains, as long as that stands, he could probably be swayed to any side. Okay. Hi, let's do this. Of course, when I get home, I can't relax. There's more work to be done. All right, boys. Look at the orcs behind them. I need you to stay with me and just do what you do best and look menacing.
They sort of look to one another and they say, "We will continue to follow you for now."
All right. Well, I guess that's the best. That's the best I'm going to get for a while. Just please don't. It'd be best if you just let me do all the talking. Yeah.
They'll nod, and the orc whose name is Pajok will say, "I'm certainly fine with that. But as it happens, if you need some talking done, I'm an excellent talker."
I will keep that in consideration, and I will definitely let you know if the need arises. And with that, let's move up.
Gael, are you shadowing along as well?
Yeah. Can I do a stealth? I don't have stealth. Let's just put like a stealth thing.
There's not really much of a space to sneak here. I mean, it's a pretty small space.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's more of a question of where you want to be standing in association with Lucy. If you want to be sort of right next to her, or over to the side of her, or, you know.
No, I'm just going to sit down anywhere that's like chill, but I can listen over to the conversation.
Perfect.
Is this a ledge, or is it changing?
Yeah, there's a ledge
It's a
there.
ledge.
There's
I'm
a
just
rope.
going to sit on the ledge. It's a nice little ledge.
Sitting there right next to this hand agent who will kind of look at you with a bit of a curious eyebrow raise. So, Lucy, you approach these two figures, and immediately the cat gives you a and hops down and hops right onto your chair and curls up and sits on it.
Oh, you're gonna warm it up for me. That's so sweet of you.
Paris will turn towards you and say, "Ah, look, my friend. It's the man of the hour. Lucy, I'd heard you'd been deported from the city."
Oh, you know how city rumors are. You can't trust half of them, and those that you can, only with a grain of salt.
And the ones that you should trust, the man to his left says, are best the ones kept quiet. Rodrigo Alejo, at your service, or perhaps you are at mine. As he extends a hand.
Lucy will, like, very obviously just look down at the hand, look back at him, and just kind of give, like, one of those lip handshakes. Just like, Lucy, pleasure's all mine. Now, I must say, as great as it is, I am awfully tired. I have been on my feet for quite a while. If you don't mind kind of scooching over so I could sit in my chair, that'd be great.
Oh, wow, you're going straight for it.
Please.
I'm going straight for it.
Avail yourself of whatever pleasantries you would enjoy. And
Thank
Paris will
you,
say,
I appreciate it.
"Walter, come here." As he climbs back on his shoulder, sort of steps to the side. As you have a seat here, you can peep this elf of a darker skin variety than you're used to. Usually this sort of folk would be in the dark below. So strange to see one in the service of a crime ring, it seems. But immediately, Rodrigo will step forward to sort of take the space once again, looking towards you and making discernible eye contact and saying, "So, as I understand it, you're the man who can get these documents signed that we've been waiting on for too long."
What documents are you speaking of?
In fact, Torvin, do you have them? And the elf will reach into a pouch and say, yes, here we are, and another. And Rodrigo will say, fantastic. And here is one, and here is two. I would have you sign them on your soonest convenience. The first is a contract between, some businesses and some other businesses. The names don't matter, they're mostly stand-ins. And the other one has it in plain text. One of these is for the public, one of these is for private. And you would be signing off on the fact that the hand is now in charge of your operation. Let me reword that. You will be signing off.
And I take the documents, completely ignore him once I do so, and let him talk. And I just start reading the private one.
Okay.
So yeah, pretty much I want to like read it and figure out like what the actual details are.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't actually have these documents drafted, but in short, this is a handing over of ownership to the hand commander Rodrigo Alejo for control of your operation in full. You would stay on as an adjutant, as a controller as it stands, and accept that a certain percentage, a large percentage, of your profits would be attributed to the hand as a tribute, but that otherwise you would be continuing to operate with the greatest of secrecy and the greatest of profit margins on the work itself, as the gang has been enjoying in their recent time.
Okay. Are there any benefits to joining, or are they just flat out just going to bully us into signing this and gain our profits? Like, do they give us anything in return?
Well, there is sort of the implied protection, and assistance from agents of the hand is insofar as any conflicts that may arise with other gangs or with various problematic sorts. Police.
Okay.
Murder.
Yeah, I can't murder a whole organization despite how much I would like to. I'm imagining this is like a natural thing happening telepathically.
Of course, always.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was always on the
Gael.
side being like, I don't want to be involved, but murder. This sounds fun.
So Lucy's just gonna read this and then like make a big show of just like folding it to the back and like reading the other one. And just taking their time, not saying anything.
And Rodrigo will just watch you with a polite smile on his face the whole time. It would certainly be of note to him that you're reading both contracts, even when the second contract is more bare bones. It has some wording about moving cargo, about services rendered, that kind of sort of legalese speak for more is going on here than appears. He's taking in your character. He's taking in your actions.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then I'm going to, so read the first one, read the second one, read the first one again, and just, then I'm going to actually like, kind of like, just kind of like look up with the eyes, and then relax back. So, how long have you been eyeing my crew?
Oh, since their blooming success. It's been good several weeks that there's been great benefit, roaring profits since our arrangement came into play.
And besides the obvious protection And so let me get this straight. You want me to sign these documents, essentially hand over control of my business that I've worked hard on over to your organization for you to reap the benefits, and then we are now part of all of your problems, and we are now implicit in none of your gain, is what you're telling me.
I can clarify there. You say all of our problems. This is not so. You are not the Hand. You work for the Hand. You could be called to service, but it is not quite the same so as were you a member of our organization. You are not, as he reveals his wrist, one of us, and shows a tattooed chevron that sits upon it. You both might actually recognize this. Phoebe, the rogue which you met in the Badlands, had a similar tattoo. And even as you glance at it, it seems to softly shimmer a bit. You can sense that there's a bit of magic in this tattoo. And he will say, again, you are not of our rank. You are not of our number. Our problems will not get to you, much as they even exist at all. Only if things get sincerely out of hand would you be called to act. And in which case, you would want to act, and you would want to be acting in the right side of things. Say if another crime ring chose to contest us. But we're the Hand. No one will. There's no reason.
Right. So... I'm having a thought in my head. Okay. Well, as compelling as this all sounds, there are two major concerns I have with this. First and foremost, is my current concern with your interest in our organization due to the profit we have recently shown. Is this to say that all of your interests would then disappear if all of a sudden we did not start having such a good profit margin?
Oh, but why would that happen? For now, you have our resources. For now, you have our guidance. And now, your potential has been proven.
Which brings me to my second point. And I would like to... This is the point where, in a video game, I would save the game file and then do something stupid.
Oh, if only you had such an option.
If only you had such
no
an
save
option.
games here, my friend. What you got?
So,
unless you give Lucy time powers in the future, that would be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool. So I'm not going to do any magic, but I'd like to kind of like lean forward, like leaning close, and drop down the volume just a bit so that pretty much only those right next to me could hear. Obviously Gael's gonna know what I'm saying because telepathy. But essentially just like, so word on the street is, or rather not word on the street. So I have some urgent information or proprietary information that affects my business. So the boom in business that my group is experiencing right now is very quickly going to drop due to some events that you're going to hear about pretty soon concerning things north of the Empire.
A conflict is brewing.
Well, it's more than brewing. It's already began.
Tell me of this conflict. I am curious.
Well, I can't say how I know, but I do know.
Of course.
Yes. But I do know that war has broken out. The Empire has been invaded.
Oh. Oh my, that will be a boom for business in the right fields.
In the right field, sadly, my crew are not in that particular field. I came back to my crew to kind of help, to help them kind of stay afloat, not be completely destroyed. So
Oh.
I do not think that this golden age, so to speak, is actually going to last much longer for this particular group.
Rodrigo reaches out his hand and caresses your cheek softly and says, Lucy, my friend, I've spent a little bit of time with your crew. Very capable. You are not in the business of war. Not yet. But you could be. And your profits could become soaring. What do you think, Mr. Nobleman? Is that not a grand potential opportunity? And Paris will kind of nod and say, I have connections. You could make it happen.
Be that as it may, my crew are not soldiers. My crew are not.
Oh, you don't
mercenary.
worry, but we are not doing any fighting. Just moving things from here to there. We're just connecting this and that. We're just making sure that everything flows nice and easy.
I raised and I guided, I trained my crew myself for years.
Mm.
I know
You've
what
done
they're
well.
capable of.
Mm.
I appreciate that sentiment. But I'm going to be the first to say, I'm going to be the first to acknowledge what they cannot do. And do well in a war zone is not something I think that they should be seeing.
Have it your
It's
way.
not the life.
Have it your way for now.
Mm-hmm.
I will be departing for now. I'm going to leave some of my friends to keep an eye on things. He points to the spies which stand in the room. He says, don't hurt them. And he taps his tattoo. It would be known. I give you 2 weeks. In that time, make up your mind. The sooner you come, the more my heart will swell with appreciation for your understanding of the situation. I know it takes some time to process things sometimes. Process inevitabilities and certainties and rising tides. Speak with my men. They will know how to reach me. And sign the documents. Please. Until then, goodbye. And with a smile, he skips down the stairs, the elf following him solemnly, and they will make their way to exit the chamber. Paris will pet his cat as he picks him up after the cat had rolled around in a chest full of profits for a moment and say, This is a new age, Lucy. You best be aligned with the right parties to it. He will exit as well.
All right. With that being said, as soon as they are all gone, how many of these spies are there? How many of these people are not with me? Which
4.
ones?
1,
4 of them?
2, 3, 4.
Okay. Let me. Where is it? I don't think that does anything.
What are you trying
Yep,
to
is
do?
only the one target. Oh, I wish I had. Maybe I could do this.
What's on your mind?
I am. How long does it last? It lasts for 1 minute. All right, so what's on my mind is I want to get the spies within a 30-foot cube of each other.
Yeah. Okay.
And nonchalantly cast hypnotic pattern on them. I'm not hurting them. I'm just, you know,
All
I'm
right.
just, yeah.
I mean, this is gonna incapacitate him for a minute, and then
Before a minute, but it doesn't hurt them. They're just kind of dazed. And in that minute, just tie them up, gag them.
Okay.
I see the plan. How do you want to get them together?
I would just kind of like, okay, well, my overseers, so to speak, there are rooms here in the facilities. If you would like to come, I can show you to your rooms that I will allocate to you.
And
They
this one will
be over
say,
here.
"We know where the rooms are. We already have our things there."
You already have your things there? Excellent. Um,
Well, things are going to be different now. You need to hear the new, training, onboarding.
process. Like be that as it may, did your boss tell you to go there, or did my people allocate those things to you, those spaces to you?
Julia will say, "We came to an arrangement."
Came to an arrangement, so they bullied you into it. Yeah, they bullied you into it. Listen, things are going to be run the way I run things. So, as much as it's inconvenient for you, this is still my crew. This is still my home. You will do what I say while I still have ownership of it, regardless of who you work for. So, again, I will show you to your rooms.
A couple of them look back and forth to one another. Rodrigo won't be pleased by this.
Quick out of character. What rating is this? Is this channel?
Oh, if you're looking for explicit statements, you can go for it. Yeah, we have some other
Cool.
people that say so.
All right, cool. Back in it. Well, Rodriguez could eat my ass, okay? So,
and they'll just shake their heads, and this one will return to say, "If you're going to threaten us, we'll go, but it will be known."
yes, of course. Chop chop.
They look to one another, and this one signals one by the front door, who's going to then head to leave the establishment.
Okay. Telepathically, to Gael. Hey,
What?
can you get our devil friend to not hurt him, but tie him up?
Why don't I just follow him? What can I do? I'm just wondering
Or
if I have
if
anything
you
I
could
can
somehow
do.
stop him. Yeah.
Check spells.
Yeah. As long as you don't hurt him. So like if you have like hypnotic pattern as well, or confusion,
No.
or If you have friends
You
and
might
talk
have your
him
square
down.
right now.
Say again?
What?
You have your square right now if you want to do it right now.
My square?
No, Lucy's 30-foot square.
Oh yeah, then yeah. If I have my 30-foot square where all of them
Because
are,
these three are just heading over to the rooms. They're not going to put up a fuss. They know you want to get rid of them, and so they're going to go over there. And then this other guy's
Yeah.
going to go tell.
perfect. Yeah. So
Wisdom
Yeah,
saving
that's
throws
my-
then?
Well, I'm gonna follow them.
wisdom saving throw.
The one guy,
Let's see
No.
how it
I'm
goes.
doing the spell for all of them. So if it works,
but the one that left, that one is not there.
Okay. The DC is 16.
man.
This one fails. The guy who has been speaking.
or he succeeds.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He succeeds.
Okay. Oh man.
He fails to be
Oh,
incapacitated. The
Off
rest
by one.
collapse down. As this one gives a what? As he's moving to open the door, as you've just cast your spell. Do you want to have any follow-up? Gael, do you want to try and incapacitate him in some way?
I would like to use my one-time charm.
Okay. Let's see this roll. It's a wisdom save again.
So it has to be proficiency bonus plus my
He
persuasion
fails.
skill.
He
Aha.
fails.
He
That's
fails.
that's a 9. How are you
Thank you,
going to
Gael.
charm him from
9.
across the room? What you got?
Oh, is he tall?
Yeah, sure.
Any physical characteristics?
He's probably
What can I objectify him on?
probably a bit lanky.
Okay, cool. Hey, tall glass of water. Where are you going?
And they'll turn and he'll say, "To our rooms, as we were so politely instructed to." Why?
Because, just want to check out your room. Sounds like a cool place to know.
Do you want to drink this glass of water?
Okay.
Heck,
Actually,
yeah, telepathic. Lucy, you're welcome.
So he's charmed.
yeah.
yeah.
Lucy telepathically was like XOXO, love you. And then out loud will tell the crew is like, tie them up and gag them. Make sure you don't hurt them. Remember what the big man says.
And
If you hurt them, they'll know.
The charmed man will say, "Is this some kind of bondage play?" Looking at you, Gael.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's go into the bedroom and start
All right.
warming up.
So with that, the remainder of these, while still incapacitated, can be restrained. And Gael, are you gonna go entertain this fellow?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just be like, I'm just gonna tie up to the bed. Okay, kinky.
Perfect. So he is charmed and restrained, and we'll just knock these guys off the map for now.
Nice.
And as Gael completes that, did you want to have some words with your gang that did not involve the overseers?
Absolutely. So pretty much gather the crew together and just kind of like, all right, lovelies. Let's have a heart to heart. So, who here likes the deal?
The orcs raise their hands. No one else does.
Right. All right. Now,
And some
So
you
you
hear some of
all-
the dwarf shippers say, "What are these new guys?" about the orcs.
don't worry. They're eye candy muscle. Don't worry about them.
And one of the orcs
Um,
says, "I can do muscle."
Yes, you can, lovely. All right. Yes, you can. Meanwhile, just come over here, stand on either side, and be muscle.
And the other
Thank
one of them
you.
says, "This will complement your stature."
Yes.
unequal position.
Yeah. All right. So since we're all in agreement that we all hate this idea, this deal, now the next question is, oh boy, am I doing this? How much do you all trust me?
And they'll all look to one another, and some quiet words will be exchanged, and Julia will step forward and say, I think it's safe to say, boss, we've trusted you through a lot already. We trust you through a lot ahead.
All right. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. In a way I've never been honest before. And boy, have I been honest with a lot of things.
Vulnerability.
What's up?
The vulnerability.
Yeah. All right. The future is not looking good right now. There's a lot of things going to happen. A war is probably going to break out pretty soon, and the Hand wants us to be part of that, like in smuggling and such. Honestly, I was already part of that war, personally, which is why I was gone for a while. And I don't want you all there to witness it either, or as well. So, there are going to be some changes, and we're probably going to have to leave soon. Now, with that being said, you're all good at what you do, but you're not soldiers. So we're going to need some proper muscle. And I may have coincidentally gained us some muscle, but I need you all to trust me that they're on our side. Can you do that?
Julia will say, why wouldn't we?
This is where I would save the game.
Say what?
This is where I would save the game, and I would like to go ahead. If you'd be so kind, Jake Henry, as to change my token.
As Lucy's visage shifts, Victor, would you like to describe the appearance changes as they occur?
Yes. So, what will happen is, Lucy's whole visage would change. Where all of a sudden horns would start growing from Lucy's forehead. Lucy's eyes turn a milky, kind of glassy or icy white, and Lucy's skin would turn like a red wine red as the ears elongate, the wings start to sprout from their back, and a tail protrudes from under where they're sitting as Lucy shows their true devilish form.
Which looks like this.
Cool.
As this occurs, the gang all gives a whoa, and Julia and Jarvis immediately kind of look to one another with a how are we going to take this kind of look. The orcs look towards you and go, can you imagine? He's even more beautiful than we thought.
I absolutely love you two. This is why I brought you along.
Jarvis will step forward and say, folks, this changes things. but not everything. The history that this devil has with us has been cordial, has been polite, and has benefited us. So I believe it is in all of our interests to give him some space in the time ahead. Perhaps it will be better for us. Step back. Sort of give you your space as the gang all looks very uncertain, good bit intimidated. What do you have to say? Anything more?
Lucy will step up, like get out of their throne, their chair, and really lay it out. Now that they've taken this leap of faith, and would address them all, essentially saying, "Listen, what I am and how I look is not how I wish to be defined. Obviously, I have known you, and I have been with you all for many years, and despite this, I am still the Lucy you all know and love, right? I still enjoy our drinks. I still enjoy our escapades out in the city, and I still enjoy the escapades in my bedroom. So,
There are a couple of chuckles from people who may have shared that in the past.
yeah. So be this as it may, I, you know, I do care for all of you, which is why I am willing to show myself in as naked of a body as I possibly could. Well, I guess I'm clothed, so I guess I could still be more naked, but you know what I mean. So if you wish to go, then do so. I don't hold it against you. But if you choose to stay, then no, I am going to do my best to make it worth your while. Yeah. And I hope that our good times keep rolling.
People in the room sort of all look around. No one leaves. They may head yet, but for now, if only on the virtue of curiosity, everyone present is interested in seeing this through. Julia says, all right. What's this mean for us that's next?
Well, what's next is we need to...
Telepathically, I'm not saying this out loud.
No, it's...
But
it's
I am moving up
exactly
and down. I'm like,
yeah.
in my head, I'm like, man, me.
All right, well, two things needs to happen. One, first and foremost, we need to get out of this deal with the hand. I don't want they're not exactly letting us really do what we want. And I did not, bust my tail all these years to build this crew from the ground up just for someone else to steal it from under my feet. No, that's not going to happen. So that's number one. We need to deal with that. Number two, in conjunction with that, I may have secured us devil army that could be our bodyguards. Still working the kinks out on that. But they are under control. I promise you that. So so we may have some. It's just a matter of getting in contact with them again to actually bring them here. So we can have some protection in case the hand decides they want to take this crew by force. We could incentivize them to think otherwise.
Well, Julia will say, these will be the strangest bedfellows we have had, but not the first. We're with you,
So-
boss. Just tell us what we need to do.
All right. And I think at this point, Lucy would say, I need information on, where's the file? Is it investigations?
Yeah, all the documents should be down there.
Documents, nobility correspondence. Yes, I need information on Baron Walden Cadmeyer. I have reason to believe that he may be in contact either with some devils or with the devils that I am contracting as our personal army. And it'd be easier to talk to him, to notify him peacefully that he's dealing with my group rather than me dealing with his group. Have that understanding.
Jarvis has
information.
been taking notes down on all of this, and he'll say, all right, we'll get some people on it, get some information gathered. We'll have that back for you as soon as possible.
Thank you, love. I appreciate it. I appreciate you all. I see you. And I feel you. And if you allow me, I would like to continue this mutual relationship. All right. In and outside of the bedroom. So, with that being said, I am going to bed because I actually am tired. And will go back into the human form that they're all familiar with. Knowing full well that mortal beds are not comfortable in devil form. And so I was like, I am gonna go rest. And also, could we arrange rooms for our newest orc friends, brothers?
It will be done, and as so, I'm going to take us to our map screen. Your new associates will be given space. You all can rest comfortably for the night. Will Gael's new friend be kept here as well?
So actually, while Gael has that person charmed, Lucy wants to get information out of them.
No,
not gonna
I
happen.
mean the devil.
Oh, the
I think
devil.
that's what he meant. But I mean, it's not a bad idea to get information out of the dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you feel like it, you can just take my show form and then just go have fun.
Yeah.
I don't know how charm works, but I feel like that should work.
Roll me an insight check, John, to discern how much you're able to gather, and tell me what, if any, questions you all have for the hand agent.
13, but how about persuasion?
Sure. Roll one of those, and we'll take the higher of the two.
Okay.
We'll take the 33.
Yeah. He
Alright.
sings like a canary.
So, yeah, what questions do you have? What do you want to know?
Essentially, how does the communication and threat response works for the
The
tattoos?
tattoo.
Yeah, like
Okay.
what's like, like how does that work so that we don't accidentally set it off?
Right.
As well as like what are the plans for the crew that the hands have? Essentially like try to get a layout of just like, okay, what's going on with the hand? How does the information network work? How can we like essentially like what are the warning signs? Who do we have to, where are the spies, where are contacts? Like just try to get information so that if the hand starts moving or if the hand starts
Okay.
sending spies, like how could we know ahead of time
Yeah,
that
so he can inform you of some general positioning of hand agents. So if we enter any areas where they are present, I can give you some heads up on that.
Mhm.
As far as the chevrons, the basic way that these function, to his understanding, is that they are an eye, as they might be, for the hand. Seems to refer to the hand as actually the title of someone. And that they'll know if we fall. And they may always be watching.
All right, so they may already know that you are all tied up. Cool.
But it's also an impression thing. Who are the hand's biggest enemies? Because like, I like when we set people against each other. It's my fun.
Yes, absolutely. We're so good at doing that.
He will say that there has been, in addition to the dark cult, which screwed with them in your past tenure, which has kind of quieted down, there has been 2 other organizations moving in the shadows. One of them he hasn't been able to learn too much about, other than the fact that they are sending lots of merchants across the continent to gather and barter for the stones which fell for them from the sky.
We want more of those.
In addition, there's another organization which has had an increasing presence that they've been able to detect in the city, in certain businesses, and seems to be almost a shadow organization. The hand is trying to learn more about them actively.
Okay.
So the only ones that we know by name are the like evil wizard people.
The dark cult, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the dark cult.
That's all. The hand, this spy from the hand at least does not know more than that, which I'm not going to codify in writing because this is literal hearsay. So
yeah,
this is what you got.
Okay, sounds good.
Ooh.
And the cult is the cult that was trying to summon the general that worked for my father, right?
That's not what I was referring to. Actually, I was referring to
Oh.
the other cult, the death worshippers, which you dealt with.
Got it.
But the
the other cults, of course.
The devil
What's the
cult
point of
so many
was
cults in this place.
The devil cult was present as well, but
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, they didn't muck with the hand as much.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then yeah. That's good information. And I would give an anonymous note. How anonymous? L. I would have someone send a note discreetly, like for the sheriff of the police department.
Okay.
Our good old friend Lionheart. Leave a note for him saying, "Hey, the hand is trying to increase operations within this area. Might want to take note. Signed, L."
Perfect. Okay, so that can be communicated. That can be gotten to the police station quietly. and you have some information on the hand, and they're intent on takeover. We are going to take a short break, a little 5-minute break. When we come back, you will have the opportunity to visit some of your old haunts, maybe starting with Carnival Row in the Commons District. Perhaps some opportunities for Gael to meet up with some of his old friends. So,
Did Gael really have friends?
Yeah, that's some friends. See you in 5. we're back. Let us continue. Also, to update on our level situation, as was just being discussed, your characters are now level 9. You can take your maximum hit point benefits from that, any spells that you want to throw in right away. But otherwise, feel no pressure. Today is not going to be intensely combative, unless you choose it to be. So, you are home, if home is to be called Virgin City. There is many locations which you've visited before, which you might check back up on, places where you have old friends and acquaintances. Where might any of those be? Where would you like to go next?
I mean, I feel like the hint is Carnival Row.
That's a place to start if you'd like.
We could also check out the police station to see if anything's going on about your stuff. What else did we do while we were here? We could check out what's going on with the whole house note, evil people, creepy house situation.
I will note the note from Anushka is something that we'll act on in a subsequent session.
Oh, okay, cool. Perfect.
So where
Well,
to?
I'm partial to Carnival Row or police station. If you want to like follow up on your like no.
Victor?
Yeah, I think that main strip for the trying to essentially get back in contact with the normal people that like Lucy affiliates with. So, for instance, the orc.
Also, Victor, I don't know if your mic quality changed for some reason. It's sounding a bit different.
It did. It's sounding very different.
Yeah. Check up on that.
Yep.
Sounds a lot more scratchy.
Ah, I see.
Okay, is this better?
That is better. Let's go with that.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Yes. So Lucy's essentially would just want to kind of rekindle the communication flow of some of the kind of point of contacts that Lucy tends to stay in touch with. Like, for instance, the woman that sells clothes, the orc that...
Perfect. So Carnival Row.
Yeah, Carnival Row. Yeah, just Carnival Row.
That's what I wanted to hear. Here we go.
Perfect.
So here we arrive, back at a familiar street, filled with people, focused on the various happenings here, some just passing through as usual. It is a busy day in the Commons. Where would you like to begin? You have the dancing goblins, as ever they are. You have various merchants and salesmen. The orc merchant selling his food wares, the tailor, and the tarot reader. I've had it.
Well, the tarot reader always gives me weird fates that then haven't really followed up on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's always fun to check on.
Okay. I've had it.
Sure. I can wait my turn.
Meanwhile, Lucy will be, I imagine, reconnecting, which we'll, for the sake of brevity, leave off screen for now. Once these two have completed their readings and move off to watch the goblins. Stepping up, Gael, this man, your friend, Jean, will say, "Oh, hello. I haven't seen you in some time.
Long
How are
time
you?"
no see. Handsome.
Thank you. How are you? If I might ask.
Good. Life is life just keeps throwing curveballs and we just go with them and
I
that's
do.
about it, really.
Well, would you like a reading?
I always love one of your readings.
Then let us. And his eyes sort of flit back into his head a bit as he reaches for his deck. Deals 3 cards with their faces down. As he opens his eyes and breathes, he says, "Let us see what fate has in store for you today." Flips the first card. It's an image of a smiling person and semi-androgynous, arms wide. It says, "The friend." Reaches for the second card. Flips it. It is almost a fiendish figure, dark, with red eyes and a snarling, toothy growl, sharp claws. He says, "The foe." Then he flips the third card, which shows a set of scales, hand holding them in balance, and says, "The law." I'll put those in here so you can reference what I just said as well.
Interesting. He doesn't interpret it at all. He's just like, there you go. Fun.
We'll look at it and say, "Do you have any makings of this?"
I mean, if I were to interpret what just happened today, the friend is Lucy, the foe is the hand, and the law is the Virgin Police. So I would seem like these are 3 parts of what is going to develop. Which, I mean, we know. I guess we just don't know yet. How?
Let us hope that fate stands as so ordinary. The unordinary is unpleasant. But if you're looking for some excitement, perhaps the friend at the beginning of foes and law is... Perhaps we'll hope for the simple resolution to this, that it has passed already.
I mean, now that it is passed. Okay, I don't know. Cool.
I am only some help, as it stands. Many will prophetize and attempt to spin tales from things they know nothing about. I intend to show you what there is and leave you with that, so that you might interpret it in your own time.
I appreciate it, and I'll definitely keep it in mind.
I hope it
interested in what
helps.
this will develop. Thank you.
And, no charge for a friend.
Nice to be back.
Welcome back.
Cool. I guess I'll also go check out the clothes lady because we knew her.
Sure. She has nothing particularly new unless either of you wish to do any shopping. So, is that the case? Would you like to acquire any fresh garments?
Oh my god, yes, we've been wearing the same thing for weeks now. Ugh, the whole wardrobe needs to be burned.
Just sun bleached.
Yeah.
Okay. As you approach then, she will say, "Well, hello there, friends. What can I do for you today?"
Oh wow, she's changed outfits. I feel like.
Right?
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
No, she's looking good.
Say, "Well, thank you. What can I
Yeah.
get for you?"
The finest clothes you have for any and every occasion. I need a whole new wardrobe, and I need it ASAP.
All right. Well, what are we looking at in terms of your price range today?
Let's see. My price range. Anything within 300 gold.
Oh, well, let's see. The best that I can do is some full get-ups, 40 gold each. So, I'm not sure how many colors you want, how many different styles you want. But we could be doing some big business today if you'd like.
Oh man, I could be convinced.
And how about for you, pointing to Gael?
I am a simple man. I am a common man. I also don't like to bring attention to myself, so I will just grab very common looking clothes that will definitely blend in because that is going to be my goal with the clothing I'm wearing.
How many sets do you want to buy?
I don't know. 2? 4?
She'll charge you 5 gold.
Awesome.
Meanwhile, Mr. Bougie over here.
Oh yes, absolutely.
How many sets of 40 gold each clothes are you getting?
How much does this cost? Hold on, let me grab a calculator real quick. 40.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, easy. I'm gonna grab 7 sets of clothes, which will come to 280 gold.
And she will accept that gold with a grin from ear to ear and say, and here you are, and here you are, and here are your purchases, my good friend.
Perfect. I feel so much better now.
All right.
I feel like a brand new demon. Brand new devil.
I remember the little guys on the bottom left were just ruckusy. That's about all I remember about them. And the other ones I don't remember that well anything about, but the top one seems nice and skeptical. She seems upright. She seems nice and jaded. And the bottom one has a bunch of papers, so I wonder what that is about. What does she trade in? Or they?
Let's see then. So you are looking to speak with the merchant on our top right here. What is on her table is a large number of graphite prints of various art subjects, various studies, some natural, some more city-style architecture. She seems to be an artist.
Mm-hmm. And okay, so let's ask things, I guess. Why not?
You like?
Hey there. These are very interesting.
Hello. Well, thank you. My own handiwork.
Do you draw these? Oh, nice, wonderful handiwork. Do you? So you spend a lot of time around the city observing and painting.
I do. Would you like a portrait done for yourself? Of yourself?
Sure. We can talk while that happens. Lucy, are we what information are we interested in gathering about?
So
right now,
honestly, the crew is gathering information for us. I feel like, unless there's anything you think Gael specifically wants to know,
you had them gather information on what was it again?
So I'm having them gather information on the Baron, yeah. On the Baron and like what's happening with the late night, based off of the note we got from Anushka.
Got it. All right, I can follow up on this. I can do this some other time then. Yeah, maybe not today, but another time. I would love to sit down for you, and also
I'd be happy to do it too for one special if you have any friends you'd like to bring along.
If you ever see anything worrisome or off-putting, let me know. I'm really good at taking care of those things.
Much appreciated.
Have a good one.
You as well. I'll have to check my notes if I have a name for her or not, but I will get that to you once I do.
I don't think we ever spoke to her,
I don't think so.
so you probably don't.
So, let's take us back to our city map, as we've pretty much hit the points of interest at Carnival Row. Do you want to head over to the Middle District then?
Middle
The
District.
Middle District? Do you mean the Market Loop?
No, over here, where the police station and the Gentle Plenty are.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Can you remind me what the Gentle Plenty is? Oh, this the inn. It's the inn we stayed at.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where the pets that your crew purchased remain. That's where.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah. So that might be.
I gotta go see the pets.
Okay, so we're going there.
Yes.
John, yay?
If John agrees.
All right, let's do it. You arrive outside the doors of the place. They are swung open as people are passing in and out, and you can hear the sounds of general well-goings on within the tavern. Enter as you will.
I think it might be a good idea to disguise ourselves in this moment.
I was gonna say, do we go facelift?
Yeah, let's go with a facelift because we did live here for a few weeks, so.
People could know us.
Right. And considering how we're still technically fugitives, probably a good idea to not look like us. So I'm going to go ahead and disguise self as what was her name from the Badlands? I'll disguise myself as Asha. Why not?
Okay, cool. So taking on her image, and Gael, are you shifting as well?
Yeah, I was gonna do. I don't remember him very well, but Morton.
Oh, sure, yes, the healer from the Badlands.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a nice, non-threatening looking old man.
Yeah.
I think that is a very good vibe.
So, you may enter as you will.
Yay.
As you come in through the door, the tavern keep immediately recognizes fresh customers, and Tazan Deepmug says, "Oh, and that's your order. All right." As he's scribbling down on a small pad in order for his guests at that table, and says, "Welcome to the Gentle Plenty, my inn. I'm Tazan Deepmug. Pleasure to make your acquaintances." He extends his hand and shakes your hands. Says, "Tell me, what can I get for you today?"
Lucy is about to say to the usual, and then touch themselves off. Is wait, disguise. And will then just say, it was 2 of your finest ales, please.
All right. Rick, can you get 2 of those ales for us, please? And the halfling behind the bar will say, "Yeah, sure, coming right up." Say, "All right, well, find yourself a seat wherever you like. It's anywhere unoccupied, that is. You probably don't want to be coming in on somebody who's already got the table. But anyway, I'll be around." He kind of jogs off towards the kitchens downstairs.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess
at the end.
Yeah.
The hallway.
Immediately just beeline towards
casually.
Yeah. Oh my God! What a lovely dog and cat!
As you arrive, the cat gives a from on top of the piano, very much curled up on a cat bed that's been placed up there. It looks in your direction, gives you its attention, but doesn't move itself. And the dog just gives a and starts immediately licking at you. And as this licking is occurring, Lucy, you also feel a tugging at the back of your pants and a
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god, is the imp still here?
There's a shimmer and a.
Oh my god, yes. Instantly, just like, Nobbit! It's been so long! You survived!
And he'll give you a little hug and then flutter around.
Oh my god, the gang's all here! Nobbit, you will not believe the adventure we've had recently. Oh. So, how much
Shuffling.
mischief has you been getting into since we were gone? Oh, Nobbit. You like sitcom laugh track.
A dwarf walks over. Says, I knew it! I knew there was a dumb imp in this place! You can see a man who you don't recognize with a scarred face and a ragged to a degree red cloak, but otherwise in well condition. And the imp Nobbit goes and disappears. Says, I told them. I said, it's not a ghost. It's a little poltergeisty fiendy thing. Anyway. Greetings. Pardon me, manners. Suppose I should introduce myself after just interjecting on your conversation. Name is Bosant. Bosant Fallows. Fallows. That name triggers your memory, Gael especially. Tatal Fallows was the bard whom you met at the opera.
That's true. Was she named based on who? I forgot, she had a weird background story, which was...
What you recall of her story was something similar to your own in that she was
like someone...
She was once a devil servant, and that her husband had freed her from that, and they married and found their space here in this city.
Wait, what was her name again?
Her name was Tatal.
Tatal. You wouldn't by any chance have any relation with Tatal?
My wife. He looks sad.
Uh-oh.
But that's not a story for strangers, if you don't mind. Don't need to get anyone involved in a mess more than you already are. Anyway, welcome to the Gentle Plenty. It's a nice place. Smiles and shoulders hung, makes his way back towards this table.
Oh, I feel like we need to be nosy.
I mean, he said for strangers, but he doesn't know who we are, but he also wouldn't know who we were anyways, because he wouldn't know much.
Right, but if we already know... Yeah, if we already knew her, and, like, you hit it off with her really well.
Yeah.
So, like, you could say, well, we're friends with her if she's in trouble.
Yeah, let's go poke around.
Yeah, let's go do that.
Dog follows.
I ask because I met your wife, and we were quite close for a very short period of time. And we bonded over the fact that we were both summoned into this world. I am not currently using my real face.
More deceptions. Well, off with it then, let's see you.
Here in front of everyone that knows me for I guess for like
popular.
What?
Are you that popular?
I mean, we used to work for the Virgin Police, and the Virgin Police loves to hang out around here, and we technically were
what kind of books are you making friends with now, Tatal? Alright, fine, keep your face. Tell me what you look like, so maybe I can relate you to a story she's told me in the past.
I am and now I'm spacing out on what I am. I am an incubus. I am mostly of purplish color.
So
I have
same
horns
same
also,
type
which
as
is pretty
her.
cool.
Well, she's a succubus variety, but anyway, she keeps those wings hidden. Doesn't let people know about them. So you're purple, like her. Maybe you're related. Right.
She was a succubus? I thought she was a tiefling. Side note.
She keeps it on the down low. She did tell me about a purple fellow. Very friendly with him. A little too friendly, but I get it. See, she got into some bad business. Or bad business found her that we thought we'd cut and ran from well and thoroughly. I would note, as he's beginning to speak, from your perspective, particularly Lucy, you notice two figures enter the bar, masked in a similar form of visage as you've seen the bodyguards take, which protected the lady whom ran the devil cult. Those bodyguards were all devils in disguise. They entered the room.
Interesting.
The dwarf will now continue to say, basically, I made a contract to rescue my sweet Tay-Tay from a life of horrendous servitude in the hells. I made a deal with her mother, a queen of the succubi called the Red Shroud. I traded my eternal soul once my life here is done for her freedom. And we thought that was the end of it. Then we got this. And he produces a scroll, which he places on the table. It says, if you're her friend, I do believe you. Feel free to have a read over it.
Yeah. Instantly,
I was waiting
Lucy,
for this
you notice these two figures moving through the space and beginning to climb this set of stairs.
Gonna intercept.
As Gael, you are reaching for this scroll, which I will reveal to you in just a moment. Lucy, you are confronted by these two. One of them says, new direction.
Yeah, I'm going to flash my eyes. And
roll an intimidation check, please.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
19, not bad.
As you do, this one recoils and the second one does as well. One of them says, "This is not your business, being spawn." And one of them attempts to move past you. Gael, here is the note that you are shown. Would you read this out?
Quick thing. This person, clearly danger. Do I prioritize reading right now? Do I prioritize taking the person out of danger?
That's your choice.
Okay, I'm gonna wait on reading the note.
You got it.
Because I feel like he's gonna disappear any second. So, Lucy, how do we feel about me polymorphing him into like a mouse and then just like putting him in my pocket?
Split second thought. Go for it.
Does it have to be a willing creature? I'm just gonna be like, play along right now.
He'll say, "What? Huh?" And let's make a wisdom check to see if he wants to play along. Sure, he'll go with it. he shifts to the form of a mouse, and you stuff him in your pocket.
And then I'll scream, something along the lines of like,
Bad touch, bad touch.
no, like he's gone, like, or like he's running away.
He ran that way.
And this figure will, I will say, not be fooled by your deceptions, as he was standing there and watching you the whole time. And with that say, "You've taken our... Wait. No. You're our mark." And they draw their blades. Please roll initiative.
Oh, did I just lose someone that could have like helped us in our battle? Because he's a mouse now.
I mean, you could always stop concentrating on polymorph, and
Oh. That sounds like maybe a plan. And I thought I was gonna be so ingenious here. You need to
oh no,
initiative. What do
I never roll well on initiative.
Gael, you're up.
Yeah, it's always me first. So annoying.
Shouldn't be so damn fast.
Hmm.
What you got?
Are you gonna make the note appear again? Because I just have it on my screen. I'm just moving it around,
Yeah, I'll make it appear.
so I don't have like a lot of space.
Yeah, just get rid of it. We'll get it later.
Ooh. I mean, Lucy, do you have invisibility?
I do have invisibility capabilities.
You could just like
yes.
walk out of here.
Maybe if they don't have true sight. Yeah.
Oh, I can't focus in 2 spells. That's a problem. I forgot about that.
Mm.
Oh, everything's a focus spell for me.
They have drawn
Anyhow.
blades. They are hostile, clearly, at this point, I will note.
Alright, I'm gonna do Misty Step.
Yep.
I'm gonna move all the way. Is it to a point I see? Okay.
Yep.
So I'm gonna walk to basically this corner right over here.
Okay.
Take 2 steps back. Put the mouse down.
Perfect.
And drop concentration.
All right, and he'll... Whoa! What the... Oh,
I would be like, I don't know, those guys seem to be following you. You have a choice. You can fight with us, or you can walk out the back door. We can figure this out later. We'll be fine. No worries.
He unsheaths a maul from his side and says, "To be fair, they're probably here for you.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
I'm with you."
Oh. Cute. Why are they here for me? Anyhow. Alright, well, if that's the situation, now I can cast an actual spell. With a bonus action. So that was good. And now I could cast...
Can't do a leveled spell, though, because that was a leveled spell for your bonus.
Yeah.
So you gotta just do a cantrip now.
If I can... fine.
You can quicken a cantrip and a leveled spell on the action, but the bonus action...
Yeah, so I'll just quicken a firebolt.
You don't even need to quicken it, you can just cast it.
Oh, okay.
Boom. 9 points. Ah!
I guess the closest one to me, because
Perfect.
poor Lucy's surrounded.
Yep, and it is the turn of your foes. And first one is going to make 2 strikes at Lucy. 13 and a 17 to hit. And this one is going to say, "No, it's the target." Rushing this way. Attack of opportunity.
Oh, because I'm an introvert.
If you would like to take one,
Lucy.
Lucy.
Attack of opportunity. Do it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to take my 11.
2 attacks against Gael. 13 and 23.
Here we go. 23.
Yep.
Bonk for 6. Good.
Well, 23 to hit, not damage.
Correct.
Oh. Am I
Damage you
supposed
can
to roll
see.
something to find out if I'm not?
Nope.
Hitting
It's just attack rolls. It's in the chat. You can see the damage.
Okay. So
Second 2 are for you. All right, Lucy, you're up.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and cast. I'm gonna go ahead and cast banishment at 5th level. So they both need to make. So they both need to make charisma saving throws. And they both fail, and they are both banished.
Which
Yeah, that was
means
hot.
they're sent to their home plane of existence.
Yep. And at the end of concentrating, they stay there.
All right. That is indeed hot. Our poor little doggy here is going to run in absolute fear with a disengage and just get out of dodge.
Yeah.
And as this is happening, you see Tazan, who is just coming up from the kitchens to say, "Oh no! Oh no! Everybody take cover!" As he dives back down to the stairs. A owner, not a fighter. Rick, the halfling behind the bar, grabs what appears to be some kind of a maul or club or bat-like instrument and hops the bar and just starts rushing in your direction as the banishment spell goes off, and your foes are sent far, far away. We're out of combat.
Yeah, at which case, like, Lucy just kind of like, I just bought this outfit. I cannot. Okay. I gotta get this repaired. Okay. All right. Don't worry, everybody. They're gone now. They're not coming back.
Rick rushes over and says, "Is everybody all right?"
Ooh, yes. Now that you're here, thank you.
You're welcome. And he puts the maul on his shoulder, and he just starts to trot back towards the bar. People definitely panicked, but will before long return to their places.
Yeah. So yeah, Lucy will then go back to their companions, like, oh,
Shall
I'm
we
glad
get
it's
back to
over.
where we left off?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
so
please.
they're here for me?
It's possible.
Turn to that.
It's gonna sit down again. Let's get you that note again.
Thank you. Okay. By order of Gorzeb Shadehand, oh my god, I did it. His servant, Fatal Follows, is to be delivered immediately to the contract courts in the city of Dis on the second layer of hell. There, she will be tried for breach of contract and will face return to servitude and immediate surrender of her eternal soul. A seal of Dis Patir's contract devil is below, marking the authority of this document.
The dwarf will go on after you've read it and say, "Two of those buggers came in, read this, and she couldn't do anything. It was like she was frozen. I couldn't do anything. I didn't dare interfere if things were all that bad. See, this individual, whose name you recognize well, Gorzeb Shadehand, was the man whom held contract over you, was the man you were sold to by your mother for service in the hells as an informant, as a spy.
Also, P.S. Red Trap is also my mother.
Gorzeb Shadehand is a despicable man, if you could call him that. He's certainly a fiend, and a terrible one at that. He seems almost to be more insectoid than humanoid at times. Shadehand is a master of information in the underworld, and a particularly cruel master at that. The dwarf will continue. He'll say, "We thought we were clear because we broke Tatel's connection to her mother. But this rat bastard still has her under contract as a servant. And so she's been called down there to adjudicate that. I want to go after her, but I've no way to follow the way that they took her. I don't know if any of you happen to have a way to down to the hells.
Lucy?
Let me look over my...
I mean, I'll be honest, if Gorzeb knows that I am missing, that means Red Shroud probably knows that I am missing. And that is quite not great. Red Shroud likes to keep her offspring very, very tied up and very, very, very not with a lot of opportunity to like grow and fulfill their like she makes sure that all of her offspring is like not happy and can't develop. So I wouldn't be surprised if she was involved in this, to be honest.
She can't be. Not for Tatal, at least, he'll say. For you, I don't know.
But, I mean, my contract overrode another contract, which is complicated. Hopefully that means I don't have to go back to this contract. But anyhow, yeah, it probably would be in my best interest to make sure that this man is dead.
And if I'm overhearing your mumblings there, if you've got some kind of other contract, but you're not sure about it, the contract courts would be where to go to be sure about something like that. I don't know about your own interest, but if you've any way down to the hells, do tell me. I need to go be with my wife.
Wow, plot twist. Are we taking this plot twist? I like this plot twist.
We go into the 9 hells. I just promised my crew that
I mean, you can pick up your people on the way to the 9 hells.
Well, guys,
Two birds, one stone.
Doors go both ways.
Two imps, one stone.
Once Lucy figures out a way to get the army here, then you have a way down there.
Yeah. Yeah. So with that being said, so I guess there's a few things Lucy could do to facilitate this. Lucy has their butler, manservant, martini guy, that could potentially provide information and services. Also, Lucy could try to use the spell Contact of the Plains to try to get in contact with someone personally. And at the very least, Lucy could scry.
I mean, I think the hint has been whenever you find out how to summon
the general, right? Yeah.
General, we also use the same portal, and you're like, hey, General, stay here for a little bit. We'll be back in 2 days.
Yeah.
Or you just banish me. I mean, that could work.
I mean, do you want to be banished?
That seems intense.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think you would want to be banished.
So, the dwarf will remain with you and continue to share drinks and a meal if you so desire. I'm going to take us to our map here. At this time, it seems as though your interests align in the desire to open a portal to one of the hells.
Yeah.
To that end, the issue with doing something of, say, contacting the plane is you can do that, but it's a two-way connection. It needs to be opened on both sides. So the downstairs isn't the problem, it's up here. You have known one instance of a portal almost being opened, which you chose to not open. You could investigate the mansion of Grace de Lune to see if that remains intact. You could even attempt to try and locate her, though she may be far away at this point. Answers to those questions may be at the police station, or you could go straight to that mansion and check it out if you want to. What are your thoughts?
Well, we'll also hear back from the other house situation, creepy, which might also involve that. So I think we focus on this right now. I agree. If that makes sense.
It's good to me.
Let's look at the
Victor?
house. I feel like the police station is like, what's going to happen in the police station?
Yeah, I feel like the police station.
What are they going to know?
Yeah, we don't really want to really involve them. Yeah, we don't want to involve them unless we absolutely have to. I don't think. So, yeah, let's go to the house personally. Check
I mean, there
that.
was that one investigator that was really good investigator that we could just bring along.
Yeah, but like he was such a drag though.
Yeah, but he made us good at our job.
Yeah, but like then we have to listen to him like complain and then just like talk about how great he is. Like it was great while we were working for the police and we needed him to do the work for us, but now that we don't have to, I kind of don't want to.
That makes sense.
You can also take short rest
I'm gonna do a
benefits.
perception check.
Top
that's
off your
great.
hit points.
That'd be nice.
So, things of note. The manor as it stands seems largely unchanged from the last time you were here. You do see a Virgin City police officer, which is alongside the way. Do you still want to disguise yourselves?
Yes.
So,
Yeah, let's disguise ourselves.
so you
So-
are not immediately seen as the people that you are. There are
Right.
several nobles walking the streets, but nothing necessarily aggressive catches your gaze, Gael. At least until you enter the place.
Cool. I'm just gonna walk very confidently to the house because who knows that I don't belong? Because I look like a normal human.
All right.
Oh, there's that tower. I remember
I
that.
mean, if no one
The,
stops
Do we
us.
sense anything?
Not at this time.
No, okie dokie. I'm just gonna go in.
As you approach the front door, it is.
Wait.
Yes.
Sure. I mean, I can do stealth and try to open the door very stealthily.
Yeah, so the front door has sort of a police line across it.
Cute.
So just sort of like a piece of colored string, as it might be, bright sort of colors taped around it, kind of thing. Not taped, but fastened
String.
around it.
If you will.
So there is a police line here, and you would be passing that. And there is you just gonna go there? Okay.
Well, there's a police person right there, right?
Yes.
Where?
Are they watching us?
Hmm.
Yeah, they're watching us. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't pick up that. I was rolling my 2d6s
Okay.
when he mentioned that there was a police person, so I didn't register it. I'm so sorry.
All good.
So did we save before we walked up?
Did we save the game? I hope so.
Now you're gonna have to save face. All right.
Right,
So you're
right.
poking around here, and he's watching you, but he's not coming over right now.
Yeah. I'm going to. Do I have it? I should. I do. I'm going to like look at the police officer and dig into a pocket, and as if I'm reaching for something, and use the cantrip Minor Illusion to produce a badge, a detective badge. And say, it's just, we're doing a quick search, looking for any possible leads that we may have missed. Don't mind us.
Roll a performance check for me.
That's fine.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
All
boy.
right. Let's say, okay. Just be careful. There's still some magic in there, I think.
Yes.
Will do. Thank you. And just walk on in.
Okie dokie. In we go. As you recall, you need to travel upstairs in order to access the
tower.
Yep.
In the tower.
Mm-hmm. So, cross over to here.
Go along this way.
We have to go down this and then back.
Something like that.
The circle remains. Hums with a soft energy. The radiance of the hell's power still within it. No attempt has been made to dispel it or sabotage it.
Whoa.
Cool.
It seems like we have our
a
portal.
way for your peeps, and we have also a way for investigation.
Of note, it's not active. It's not open, that is.
And do we not open it?
No.
No.
Do I
make an
notice
Arcana check?
There we go. Arcana check? Oh my god.
Yeah. Actually, I have, where is it? Dark One's Own Luck.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
So, ability check, so I get to add a D10 to the roll.
Oh, hot damn.
Let's see it.
6, so make that a 15.
14, yeah. This is good, because this will give you the basic knowledge to recognize that such a portal, when created by a caster, will likely be able to be activated by that caster once it is complete, as this one is complete. As you are not the caster, you can't activate it right now.
Oh god, we need the Baroness.
Okay. Awkward. So off to the police station we go.
Well, maybe she's there. I hope.
I mean, it doesn't sound like a bad place to check records or something.
Yeah, I could. Hold on. You know what? Give me a moment. I'm going to cast Scrying.
Okay.
And I'm going to focus on her. She needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Which is modified by how well I know the target. So that I could see her. If a target knows I'm casting a spell, it can. Well, she doesn't know I'm casting a spell. So I know her. So she gets a +0 because I know her.
Well,
I think it's good here.
Yeah.
Without getting too much into the fine print, because she rolled a 10.
Yeah. All right.
So
Perfect. Oh,
Lucy, your vision clouds. As your vision is manifest within the clouds, you find yourself looking down upon Virgin City from above. Your vision focuses as your perspective almost blasts in towards the city. That perspective is now centered within the center of the city. You can see, as your perspective moves, the walls around the Virgin Spire, which rises. In further you go, through stone wall, until you come to a small cell with a single occupant. Metal bars, the occupant sipping some cold tea. It is Grace DeLune. And you can hear the sound of footsteps outside. Possibly someone walking down a hallway. And then your vision ends.
Okay. So she's in the center of the city?
Allow me to show you our map.
Yeah. So
You
she's
saw
in
the Emerald Spire.
And she didn't look like she was imprisoned. She was,
yes.
Oh, she was imprisoned. Okay.
Yes.
Got
She's
it.
in the cell. Yeah.
Yeah, got it. Yeah. She was okay.
And she was wearing, I would say, more drab clothing, but she didn't look like particularly distressed.
Right. I would relay this information to Gael. And say, yeah, so she is in the Emerald Spire. She's technically imprisoned, but it might just be in name only. But if we want to find her and, capture her, that's where she is.
Do we break her out ourselves? Do we try to pull a favor from the police?
I don't think the police is going to be able to help us. Remember how we were captured by the special forces before? The police have no idea what was going on.
But they were like, you guys are so cool for doing the right thing, even though you're bad guys.
It's true.
We respect you. You're so honorable.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, how complicated.
To help.
Okay.
Like at least, or does Lucy get the idea that maybe the police could help?
You do have a conversation already sort of set up to happen with the commissioner if you want it. I think you had sent out your underlings to sort of relay information regarding the Baron.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to try and meet with him, especially if under disguise, that's something you could do at the station. Just poke around for leads.
All right, that sounds like a good idea. We could do
that.
I mean,
maybe you could be like, it's time for me to ask you for a favor. Do you remember Lucy?
Do you remember Lucy?
Do you remember Gael? Do you remember Lars?
Shall we then go to the police station as our final destination for today?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
Where it all began. You find yourselves on the street, once again, outside of this fateful building. The clack of cartwheels alongside. You may enter at will.
All right, and we are disguised.
Yes. Yes.
So we're just gonna see the chief?
Yep, let's go see the chief.
Do we just walk in? I mean, I guess we just...
You may.
Yeah.
There is a waiting area south side here.
They seem to have people in cell blocks. Not that, like, we know that from all the way over there, but...
Yeah.
There's always people in cell blocks.
Yes. But they give the vibe of sketch. wonder if they're involved with anything they were interested in. Just saying. But sure, let's go talk to the chief.
Yeah.
Chief.
As you make your way towards the front room where the chief likes to hang out, this man at the desk says, "Excuse me, do you have an appointment?"
We have some.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, we do. We have an appointment with the chief. Cast friends.
You don't need to, Gael. Just hard rolled a 31. I'm gonna take
Oh
that.
my god!
And,
yeah.
And he'll say, "All right, go on."
That's wonderful.
That was the most confident yes that man had ever heard in his life.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like, knock and walk in, I guess. Hello.
The chief will look up. Commissioner Lionel says, hello? I'm sorry, I don't know you. I don't know your faces. Welcome to the
That
station.
is-
How can I help you?"
Very specific wording there.
Yeah. You don't know us, but we know some people that know you. You are, of course, famous within the city. We have information that we think you would be very much interested in.
Are you attempting to disguise your voice or not?
His voice part of.
No,
Let me.
it is not.
It is.
Oh, in your voice.
For
Okay.
mine, yes.
Yeah.
For mine, it is. I don't know if yours, but mine it is.
I
Okay.
mean, for me, it's just disguise self. So I
Right,
guess
so no.
unless I physically try to, no.
Right.
Mm.
So, are you trying to affect in a
Maybe
way
I-
where he might read into who you are intentionally, or are you trying to hide it?
You know what?
I think it'd be cool with it, TBH.
Yeah, let's play this game. I'm gonna try to. Yeah, lead into that.
Okay.
We're gonna get arrested.
Handsome
He doesn't
lion.
notice. So he says, "All right.
Perfect.
How can I help you?"
Yes. So we have news about a. Actually,
Do you want to ask about the it's not a count, whatever his name is,
the Baron.
or his title is the Baron, or are we here to ask? I mean, I guess get the Baron stuff out of the way first.
Yeah, let's get the Baron stuff out of the way. Well, I guess let's get the Baron stuff out of the way. Yeah, so we have some news about the Baron something.
Aaron Walden Cadmire. I
yes.
heard he was on a
Blah, blah, blah,
deployment down to the south, heading down towards one of the local settlements, maybe even in the mountains, I think.
Yeah, well, the thing is, we have it on good faith that there are some things happening within the Cadmire Manor. There has been frequent activity, particularly on the weekends at nights. There seems to be chanting of dark language emanating from the basement.
All right.
Most
I know where
likely-
this is going. All right. Yes. I'll take it down. I'll note it in our register that there are dark dealings happening in the basement of the manor, that some young kids might be involved, and that we should be very, very concerned. We'll keep an eye on the property.
See, you
God.
would see we are particularly bad investigators, but we're pretty good at getting information when we want it because
You're
We
investigators?
We used
we
to
were.
be, you could say we're city investigators.
He's confused. I'm sorry.
Oh fuck it, let's just drop it.
Oh my god. Like, change this guy's self, look as Lucy, just like, hey, dum dum.
Whatever, we're in a room. It's a closed room. No one can see us. It's fine.
And he's like,
I guess we could just drop
"My
it for both of us.
friends!"
Just be like,
And you
"Oh,
reveal
maybe."
yourselves and rush over to embrace you in a hug.
Told you he would like us.
It says,
my God.
How? Were you secured early release for your
Listen,
crimes?
all questions will be answered in time. Put the disguise back on. But right now, we actually do have a lead. There is something going on in the Cadmire Manor. We think it might be similar.
See, I thought you were just a bunch of folks complaining about your neighbors. Apologies.
Yeah, no, it's fine. But yeah, so we think there might be another cult within the Cadmire Manor.
Oh, not another cult.
Yeah, either the same cult or another cult. We don't know. But there are things happening. Listen, we need your help, right? And I know our history has been
I was about to make
complicated.
some kind of a comment about when I thought that maybe you had good information, before I thought that you didn't have good information, that, the last time I sent an investigative team to raid a nobleman's house, it went poorly. Well, as it so happens, here's my very same city investigators. Where's Lars?
He went off
to he went off to follow in his ancestors' footsteps or something like that. He's
Good
doing
for
great
him.
things.
Good for
Yeah,
him.
Big flying boat
absolutely. Yeah,
flew into the horizon.
Oh,
yeah.
exciting.
Leveled up.
Wow.
leveled up.
Um, but yes, so we need a favor. We need to get into that manor, figure out what's going on. There are other
Look,
things.
Let me be straight with you. Yeah, you were. I should be writing up the fact that you're back here, right?
Oh, come on.
No, I should be, and so a favor is that I'm not doing that. As for putting more of my people on the line, look, I'll look at it, but I'm not gonna try and even get a warrant. That went terribly last time.
All right, how about this?
Lucy,
If
how stealthy
we
are you? Like, why do we just stealth our way in?
Yeah,
My question.
why don't we do it ourselves then? Of course, hush hush.
Of course.
Um,
But I of course appreciate the note, and I will have officers on the lookout in case anything truly amiss occurs. Hopefully those damn inquisitors don't get in the way.
yeah, what was up with that last
I
time?
don't know. I've tried to look into the matter, but it's all sealed shut tight. Your cases were closed before they were opened. Disturbing.
Okay. Oh, also, by the way, she was a baroness, right?
I believe Grace DeLune was just a lady.
She was just a lady. Yeah. So, Lady DeLune, Grace DeLune, whom we had captured that fateful night. I happened to had cast a scrying spell on her. She's in the spire, but she's not really a prisoner. Like, what's up with that?
They haven't moved her. Yes, I heard that she'd been taken to the military complex. Questioning, I presumed. But I thought that they'd well have her on her way to either re-education at that mage tower or exile like yourselves. Curious that she might still be here. Also,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be casting magic. That's against the law.
Oh, now you know something's wrong. You know something's happening within the city, and if we don't use magic to figure out what's going on, it's never going to be found out. You know that just as much as I do.
Well, grumble, it says. At the end of the day, why did I form my city investigators if not to go around the rules?
Exactly.
No one's listening,
But
right?
what
No one's
if
at the
the
door.
rules do best?
Check the door, Gale.
Old man just like peeks.
No one's
Not
listening.
suspicious at all.
It's like, well, good.
No, just like listens.
Yes, well,
Um.
I can give you that.
So,
Military
do you have
complex.
any? Do you have any way of getting her, like, to come in for questioning?
No.
Or something.
Could you
No, that's
possibly,
above my level.
Could you possibly get us in there?
That
know,
I would need to secure justification for. I would need to write up a rather extensive report and then file it and then have it approved. But I might be able to leverage the fact that I need to question her. I haven't. I will try. I will see what I can do, at least, about
Excellent.
that. And I will be in touch with you. Wait a moment. I got a note. Lucy, you're not running that damn gang of yours again, are you?
I have no idea what you're talking about. In terms of again, I, for the life of me, have no idea what you mean. I mean, if I did ever run a gang, I don't think I ever would have stopped. But
That's the point!
again, I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Just try and avoid breaking as many laws as you can, okay?
You have my solemn swear.
It's good to see you both again, and I'm going to presume that there's reasons why I can't just bring you back on as much as I would love to as my noble investigators again.
Oh, honey,
We're not supposed to be here.
We are not
supposed to be here. There are things happening.
Oh, you're here? I'm sorry, I didn't see you here.
Yep, absolutely. We
Anyway.
were never here.
Yeah, I was gonna go over and give him a hug.
Yeah.
He'll
It was nice seeing you again.
It's so nice to see someone. I was so worried about you too.
Aww. We will keep in touch. We will check in from time to time. Make sure to let us know if you ever need our
services.
Fine. Yes, I will.
Yes, and please do make haste with the path into the tower. We must reach her.
Why again do you need to reach her?
So again, there are forces at work that are happening behind the scenes of this city. It's related to why we were captured in the first place.
All right. I'm not going to ask any more questions. I got you into the mess that got you sent into the damn Badlands. I owe you one. I'll do this for you.
Thank you. We appreciate it. All right.
Question, side note. Does this mean we have two possible options for a portal? Because, is the other home also a portal?
We don't know yet.
Because one may seem less complicated than the other.
You don't know yet.
Maybe.
And you will learn of these things when we next return.
Mm-hmm.
At such a time as paths converge between yourselves and others seeking similar places, different information within Virgin City, as forces on Cadlia, which are active at this time, are converging on this place. Till that time, I wish you all a good night. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.